Dalụkwa ndọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke kene nwanyị. Wesi ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ asị mmiri ata na mazụ anwụ na konye chiri onye azụ elu. Ana m ekenekwa the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, whom I call ikuku a na-afụ anya, the breeze that you can see. Karagod, good evening from here. And I also greet the leadership of IPOB, DOS, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect you all. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. Ka Chukwu Okike Abiama gbaa anyị ume maka na ije anyị nọ ya bụla obere ije. Ka Chukwu Okike Abiama gbaa onye ọbụla nọ na this very struggle ndị genuine na-agba mbọ for Biafra restoration. Ka Chukwu Okike Abiama gbaa gị ume ebe ọbụla ị nọ. Ise. Ndị be anyị, mmagbu ọtụtụ oge, I will not take much of your time, just a quick one, because unu na-anyụ na afọ na mụ na ụmụazị nọ. Mana duto na this okwu anụ ọbịa m n'ime arụ nchekete ka m ga-eji mie nsi mba, I must send this message as it is hot. Now, in anya na the headline, when you look at the headline, ị ga-afụ Orji Kalu wife burial is an eye-opener for ndị Igbo and Biafrans at large. Very short one, very quick one. Now, many of you will ask, or many of you don't know that Orji Kalu did not bury his wife in Biafra land. Orji Kalu eniho nwunye n'ala Igbo. And that is a very clear message to every Biafrans and to ndị Igbo about the evil plan of the Igbo politicians and Biafran politicians at large. Now, before I get to that topic, I want to pass this message to every Biafrans, wherever you are residing. Genti, listen attentively. Every Biafrans, if you love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, if you want Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to be alive, if you want Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to come out from DSS, this is the time all of us must come together to fight for the Maazị Nnamdi Kanu release. This is the right time for us to fight for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unconditional release and the referendum. The reason is because there is no Igbo presidency coming in anywhere. Don't allow any person to give you fake hope or anything telling you that Nigerian courts can deliver any good judgment to give P2B any mandate. If we love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and we want a bright future for our children, not for us again, because we cannot see anything bright again. Our future have been damaged by Nigerian government. The people I am talking about, you will give a bright future, are your children and your unborn children. These are the only people. And this is the time for every one of us to rise up and put pressure, whatever you can offer, to make sure that the federal government release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and they conduct referendum. That is the only opportunity we have now. And we must do it coming together with a collective idea. Have you asked yourself, why is the Supreme Court not talking about fixing a date for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu case hearing? Since the Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, why are they rambling? No date, nothing, everywhere is silent. It's because there is no pressure coming anywhere for them to release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. If there is a pressure somewhere coming for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu release, you will see that the Supreme Court could have put in a date and everything could have ended. Rather, the reason why the Supreme Court feel less concerned, relax, and just throw Maazị Nnamdi Kanu case to wherever they like is because, number one, we are not together. We are not united. Number two, we feel less concerned. It's none of my business. Number three, Maazị, you are a man. Lead, not only who are you calling to come and lead? Envy and jealousy. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in DSS dungeon, and we are giving a fake hope. We are giving a fake hope that is Igbo presidency coming anywhere. The court you are, the obedient is going. That court, the chief judges there was appointed by Mr. Tinubu, not Buhari. Buhari did not appoint any judge in Nigeria because this is an agreement between Buhari and Tinubu. The chief judges, the people that will judge that case, all of them from A to Z was appointed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all of them will judge in favor of him. The only lawyers that are standing with Peter Obi are the Peter Obi's legal team. Peter Obi's legal team. These are the only things that only lawyers that are standing with Peter Obi. Just a minute. 8 people near there. Watch it again. Just a minute. Now, sorry for that. I apologize. Europe, Adlock, and Nigeria. Europe now condition men. You must pay attention to children whenever their mother is not at home. So I apologize for that. It is our responsibilities. So in Europe, nobles also take care of children, both the father and everything. And these are one of the reasons why I don't usually come online as usual, because so pardon me for that. Now, let's go back to our the main thing why we are here. Now, those judges can never in anywhere favor Mr. Peter Obi. And as it is now, the only way forward is not coming out to protest, coming out to do this. The only way forward that's left for Ndi Igbo now is total support, mounting pressure on the federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing we can do now. That is the only thing we can do now. Apart from that, every other thing is a waste. Now, coming to the topic, Orji Kalu wife burial is an eye-opener to Ndi Igbo and Biafrans at large. This is why did I say so? All of us remember that Orji Kalu wife passed away, I think a few days ago. Now, Orji Kalu wife was buried in United States of America, USA. Orji Kalu did not bury his wife in Biafra land. Reasons: he don't value Biafra land. Number one, he don't have any regards in his own father's land. That is the reason he can never develop any place. He can never develop or think about you. Your well-being doesn't concern him. What matters to Orji Kalu is the properties. You now understand the reasons he is investing abroad, the reason he is buying properties, doing everything. He don't care about Abia people. It's none of his concern. You now see the reason why he invites military to kill the youth, because he knows that he has nothing to lose. Now, somebody who buried his wife in abroad, somebody whom all his children based in abroad, somebody all his investments are in abroad, he has nothing in Biafra land. And such person is claiming to be a leader in Biafra land. Such person is claiming to be a leader in Igbo land. That alone have told you people that with this kind of people we are parading as our political leaders, we go nowhere. Rather, they are ready to sell our destiny, sell our future, sell our children's future, sell our children's futures. They will not lose anything because they don't have the sympathy. They have nothing to lose. These are the reasons. If Ndi Igbo say, Mazi, you are abroad, how can you tell us what happened here? Let me tell you, I am in abroad. My family is back there. All my families are not in abroad. And for that, I must think home. I must think about my people. I must think about you. Even if me and you are not from the same village, you are my brother. That blood of Igbo runs in us. We are one. And that is why we must not allow allow only the leadership of IPOB to carry the whole load. The people whom we are fighting for need to show concern, need to rise up to show, yes, we need this salvation. We can save ourselves. Now, let me ask you, Orji Kalu, who buried his wife in abroad, USA, if you tell such man about Abia State development, will he pay attention to you? If you tell such person that youth are dying, there is no road, will he listen to you? Everything will be saying will be just enter here from this one out. That is why I say to you people, we must rise against the political leaders in Igbo land. That is the only solution. With this Orji Kalu movement, it's not Orji Kalu that started this. How many of you remember when Anduba daughter want to marry? He married out his daughter in Abuja, not in Igbo land, because he has nothing concerns him, concerns Biafra land. You see the reason why they keep on destroying Biafra land, because none of their children have any regard. Now, the same thing, when Hope Uzodimma daughter want to marry, he married them in Abuja. Who are the people suffering in Biafra land? Who are the people passing through a lot of damages in Biafra land? These are the poor masses, and he will be clapping to them. When they appoint any person from your village or from your relative, you forget the suffer you have suffered for 100 years. You start clapping for the person without benefiting anything. Ijuanya Oshigi is my, don't you know that senator is from my hometown? I need to support my own. That is what is killing Ndi Igbo up to today. Now, somebody who married his daughter outside Igbo land without following the culture and the tradition of Ndi Igbo, somebody who buried his own wife abroad, these are the kind of leadership we have in Igbo land. And tell me, can one thing such person that na Igbo not the oge pay consign? The only thing, this alone have made you to know that if Orji Kalu action did not open your eyes, that means we are doomed for eternity. If Orji Kalu actions did not open you people's eyes to see that the people you people are calling political leaders are political criminals, they are the people who are putting you people in the suffering you are today. The earlier we realize this, is better for us. That is why I said, enough is enough. You people must rise up. You don't expect me that is living in a conducive country, that is where my child is here. He's a citizen of this country because he was born here, everything done here. He has no connection with Nigeria. For those of you who don't know, I am telling you, so I am not fighting this movement because of him, because he have already gotten a bright future. If I want today, I will tell him, nothing concerns you in Africa, focus here. Being studying and everything, he will do it. But you that was born and you are still living in Nigeria, what is the future hold for you? Kedie the future hold for you? They are using P2B to make you abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are using P2B to make you abandon your future. They tell you that obedience will solve Nigeria. How can P2B solve Nigeria? You will ask yourself, with the actions of the North, can they allow P2B to succeed? President can only pass a bill. The veto power cannot use it, because if he use the veto power, if P2B use the veto power as a president, the senators can use the power of parliament to impeach him, which he, P2B, cannot go contrary to the Senate. And coming to that, who are the people having majority senators? We have 109 senators. Out of 109 senators, almost 70 come from the North. Now, Ndi Igbo have only 15 senators. The South have only 15. The Yoruba have 15 or 20. While the rest senators come from the north, 69 or 65 senators. Sorry for that. Now, how can such a president who come from a majority minority, I call Ndi Igbo majority minority because they don't know their population. How can they now make the president work? How can the president work? The president cannot work. That is why I tell you people, this Orji or kalu action must be an eye-opener for Ndi Igbo to revolt against the whole Eastern political leaders. Okay, Eze Onyi, thank you for that. 18 senators from South, 18. Now, if you come to the East, I think 15 or not up to 15. Each state in the East have 3 senators. 3 times 5 is 15. Now, how can a 15 senator, out of that 15 senator, some of the senators are against P2B? You come to the governor. The governors, thank you, is 15. Now, 15 plus 18 gives you 33. Is it even out of the 33 senators that come from the South and the Southeast, joined to, there are more than just a minute. With the same 33 senators, we have people that hate P2B, that can never support P2B, who will vote against him. But the whole northern senators will stand for one thing. We saw when Engineer Baribe raised an emotion. The people who countered Engineer Baribe, Orji or kalu is among them. And these are the people who you will count as your senators. That is why Orji or kalu have never bring any project to develop any East. Now, all the whole senators in the Southeast, none of them you can say this is what he have done for the benefit of Ndi Igbo, for Ndi Igbo to benefit. All of them are there, like say the senators don't have any benefit. And me and you know that for federal government, for federal presence, any federal project will not come from the governor. It is the work of the senator, work of the federal representatives to bring federal presence. Now, check the whole Southeast. There is no federal presence in the Southeast. That is to say that all of them have failed. And that is why when I see some idiot telling you that Patrick Ifeanyoba is doing marvelously well, helping individual, is he helping? Did they send him to Abuja to help individual or to bring government federal presence? Do they send Uche Kunife to go and buy machine, sewing machine for one woman, or to bring federal presence in Anambra? All the senators in Anambra are failures, and the reason why they are failing you is because they don't value any Igbo. Nothing connects them with the Igbo land. They don't think about Ndi Igbo. They will not lose anything about Igbo land. They don't have any connection. The only connection they have with Igbo land is to make sure that their location, they loot anything that comes there. How can a bona fide Igbo man, a well-respected Igbo man, a titled Igbo man, buried his own wife far away, America? Not that he don't have the money to bring her back. Not that he don't have a place to bury her. Not that he don't have any the money and the other things that he needed to brought her back. But because he has no concern, he has shown you the kind of hatred he have in Igbo land. He has shown you that you are of no use to him. Such person can destroy the entire Abia state. Such person can kill for anything, for just position, because he has nothing to lose. In Abia state, at large, Orji Soka don't have any investment there. In Anambra state at large, P2B don't have any investment. In Enugu state, Ugwuanyi don't have investment. In Imo state, Hope Uzodinma don't have investment. In Ebonyi State, Devuma, he don't have any investment. Now, what connect them with the state? What connects them with the state and the land? If this thing Orji kalu did not open your eyes, did not open our eyes to start revolting against our our political leaders, we are doomed forever. It is a clear message that he passed. That clear message is that I have no connection with Igbo. Anduba give out his daughters in hand in marriage in far away Abuja. Chris Uba and their children, all of them are living outside Igbo land. Check all the politicians. None of them have investment in Igbo. Go to the north. All the northern politicians have their investment in the north. Go to the Yoruba land. All the Yoruba people, Yoruba leaders, have their investment in Yoruba land. That is why they are putting Yoruba first. That is why they are putting Yoruba first, because they have connection in that land. If they want to tell you now, they will tell you, oh, we have. They will tell you that P2B have a brewery. He don't have. That is a share. Mazi Prinzality Mbedoma. I greet you. Respect, great man. Now, you see the reason why I tell you, any person who have mind, have heart to give out his or her daughter hands in marriage outside Igbo land, don't deserve to be anything in Igbo. Any person who have mind to bury his own wife, an Igbo woman, in a far away to United States of America, don't supposed to hold any position or represent you in any position, even the lowest position. That person is disqualified because onwelo connection, onweli fejikoginia. These are the reasons they are using 1% to silence all of you. They have made you people now, giving you people hope, making you people to think that court can give an Igbo man the presidency. How? In what area? How can which judge can ever deliver such message or such judgment in Nigeria? And the Tinubu will not wipe out the entire village where that judge come from. Or you think that Tinubu is playing politics, all this social media ranting politics? So the Tinubu don't have time for social media politics. He mean business. Tinubu mean, if you stand on my way, I will crush you. That is Tinubu for you. When you confront some people, you know that their brain is empty. How can somebody, P2B that they use because of him, and they are burning Igbo properties in the whole Nigeria, can never one day use his Twitter handle to condemn the destruction of Igbo properties, and such person is the person you want to call a leader. If you even give the person the leadership, the North will pocket P2B. If P2B mistake enter there, the only thing P2B will bring to Biafra land is his 2 legs, just to visit. But you see any project, he can never, because somebody who don't have the morale, somebody who don't have the courage to condemn the killings and the destruction of his own supporters, because he is afraid and he can easily pay attention to Benue killings and compensate, send his condolence. But Lagos, Ndi Igbo no na Lagos are died, their properties are being destroyed. Ndi Igbo no in different parts of Yoruba land are suffering, but he cannot even let the world know what his own people is passing through. His Twitter handle are followed by White House, the American White House, is followed by British High Commissioner and most of the British Parliament senators are following this man. Why can't he tweet the destruction of Ndi Igbo so that the world will see what is happening? He cannot do it, because if he do it, it will favor Ndi Igbo, to show you that he don't have any Igbo concern. He don't want anything good for Ndi Igbo. That is why he cannot do it. And when you confront some of his supporters, the excuse they will give you is that if he just talk anything about Igbo, the North will not support him, the Yoruba will not support him. Automatically, the same reason is what they will give you. If he become president, he will not do anything for Igbo, because if he do, the North will be against him, the South, the West will be against him. These are the same thing they will do to him. You see it now, but our people cannot reason. Our people cannot understand this. For our land to be saved, we need to come together. We need to, every Igbo man need to leave P2B and they start calling for Biafra. One, you cannot, if P2B lose that court case, he don't already lose, I'm sure. But the day when they go announce them, because me, I dey 101% sure that P2B have already lost that case. Now, the day they will announce the loss of P2B in court, nobody will protest. You know the reason you cannot protest, because if you protest, they will arrest P2B, because they will say he is the one sending you people. He will not allow people to protest, because the only opportunity people need to protest is the moment INEC ring that election. But he missed that chance because he is on his own personal selfish interest, not for Igbo interest. I know many of you will say, Mas, what are you talking? I am telling you the truth. Our people cannot face the reality. We cannot confront the reality. We believe lies. We can comfortably relax and accept lies and eat lies, instead of that truth that will hurt us and we will enjoy it. They will use, when I told you, the moment, go and check the video. The first video I made the day P2B entered Labour Party, I said that P2B is on a mission to attack IPOB indirectly. I told people that P2B have collected money. They say, no, it's a lie. Some people, even they compare P2B, say the world love P2B. If the world love P2B, why did he finish third? Mazinam Nekanu say, how can you be contesting for president when you don't have INEC, you don't have a chief judge, you don't have the chief of army staff, you don't have anything? How can you compete? Before Tinubu come out, Tinubu appointed all the chief judges you are seeing. Go and check it. That is why majority of them are Yorubas. He did that because he knows what is about to come. He is now positioning the military. The UN convoy you see that landed in Benin and the Biafra land, not only in Benin, their commander is a Yoruba man. Who do you think that is making those things? Who do you think that is playing those games? Tinubu Anaha, social media. He don't believe in your social media ranting. He don't believe in your social media LP 75, LP 76. Tinubu Anaha Kokisi Ako. Tinubu on that get those things, isn't it? Tinubu believe in reality. Face me, I face you. What do you have? You put it. Bring it on. Let us do it man to man. That is why OPC make a very strong statement telling you that they are ready to defend Tinubu mandate. The OPC who made that statement is Oduduwa People's Congress, OPC. Now, who armed them? Tinubu. Who sponsored them? Yoruba people. Who are their protectors? Every Yoruba governor. Your brother, my brother, our brother, Mr. P2B. Which people will speak on behalf? Is it the useless the one they call Brother Mike? Or is it that one that will protect him? That one that don't even know his left from right? Somebody that is talking about Obaseki. The moment Obaseki shake his hand, he come out on social media. Obaseki is doing a great job on the ground. He is a silent worker in Nigeria. A governor is now a silent worker. A working governor that the people are not seeing it. That is to tell you the kind of mentality about these bloggers. When I say it, you will say, oh, don't talk. But you see it. Now, the person who is calling the idiot they call Mike, the Emeka, you see Under 2 seconds, only shake, now Obaseki shake him. He come out on social media, he changed mouth. This to tell you that these YouTubers are inconsequentials. They have no any atom of integrity. They have no shame. They are disgrace. None of them can stand a test. None of them can confront truth. There is difference between a freedom fighter and a YouTuber. And for that, when I told you people that this kind of YouTubers that is coming from Edo people, Edo State, they are the most useless people you can ever come across. But some of you will say, no, Mas, why are you talking like that? Mike, Emeka is a good example of when I say somebody is useless. But you will not understand it. Until Ndi Igbo understand that there is no Igbo president coming anywhere. Until Ndi Igbo understand that in Peter Obi die, he can never smell that Aso Rock. And that is the only thing that can save Ndi Igbo. I see this our great brother Nnatu crying and lamenting about the what way forward in his video. My brother Nnatu, you are a well-respected man, and I must give you that honor because till today you have never deviated from the truth. But the solution to that thing you are calling is for you to use your platform, start propagating, telling people that we are good to go, nothing more, nothing less. If we cannot go, that is the end of our future. Do you understand it? If we cannot come together and we are the people that we shun all these evil politicians, Orji Kalu is not fighting for Ndi Igbo. Orji Kalu's interest is how to become the Senate president. That is why Orji Kalu was not able to condemn Muslim tickets. Orji Kalu did not condemn anything. Are you people aware that the zoning of this presidency, the PDP, most of the people who block the zoning are Igbos? When they told you that it is Igbo time, ask them, what happened about the zoning then talk? The zoning should be zoned to the southeast, but go and listen to Dele Momodu. He will tell you that even Olisametu said it, that they are against of zoning. They say, let's do it as a party and forget zoning. But when it come to the north, they did not do it as a party. APC produced the late Buhari, PDP produced Kwashoko Atiku, NNPP produced Kwankwaso. All the relevant parties produce northern people. They did not do it, or any person can come. It reached to the Igbo turn. That is the place I ask you people, why can't P2B fight for his right at that point? If the moment they refuse to give P2B ticket, what he need to do is to stand. If he love his own people, he start for Igbo position and say, this is what we agree, and you must zone it. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo did not stand on their feet to say it is an Igbo presidency and it must be an Igbo presidency. You must zone it. Rather, they start begging. They did not beg for it. Now, all this is narrows that is playing out right now. The reason all this is narrows that is playing here is to make sure that they frustrate IPOB, they destabilize IPOB, they scattered IPOB to silence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only human being, the only man we have today in that contraption in Africa at large is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they silence him, they hold him, they put him in a cage because at this particular time, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is outside, they no born INEC where to declare Tinubu the winner. Only one broadcast. We scatter everything. Only one broadcast, only one statement. But since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have any person speak and it goes, you shake the whole Nigeria? The answer is no. Which means these people that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the help of Orji Kalu and the Emeka and all these 1% Igbo politicians, they know what they are doing. Ndi Igbo ma ajuke n'unu. Kedu ka Ndi Igbo ndị up to 50 million. Ngeji allow every 1,000 men to deceive them, to put them in suffering, to make sure that the other people are suffering without any solution. Why can't Ndi Igbo rise up? Let me tell you, we must not wait for revolution to take place in the whole Nigeria before we do our own. We can do what we call Igbo revolution against Igbo politicians, but to chase them out and capture Ali Igbo. The moment Ali Igbo is taken over by the real Igbo people, you will see that referendum will be easy. You will see that Ali Igbo will move forward. You will see that biafran restoration will be achieved. Even if his other parts don't join us, that Igbo nation, we will make it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only light we have now. And if you don't rise to speak, to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, if you are waiting for only IPOB to do it, remember, mgbe afụfụ ahụ ga-abịa, ọbụla sọsọ IPOB ga na-ata. IPOB is fighting to save you. You must show sign that you are the one that they want to save. Ndị Igbo na-atụ inu shi na onye chi na-azọ onwe. UN, United Nations, can never help Biafrans to be restored. United Nations cannot intervene in this our suffering. The reason is because everything that is happening in Africa today are being masterminded by United Nations. When you say United Nations, when I see our people crying about the United Nations, saying, UN, come and help us, the first question you should ask yourself are this: who are this United Nations? Who are the leaders of this United Nations? Who are the people piloting the affairs of this United Nations? Then, when you ask yourself these questions and you find an answer, then you will know, can you call United Nations to help you, or will you fight for your own to rescue yourself? Now, in case you don't know, let me tell you, the people who are piloting the affairs, the people who are leading United Nations. Number one person that is leading United Nations are America. Number two are the Britain. Number three is Israel and the rest. Who are the China with Russia? The question now is, who are the people now causing confusion and putting Africa in this suffer? United States, Britain, Israel, China. These are the people that is making Africa to suffer. Now, how can you be calling on your own oppressor to come and help you? How can your own oppressor help you to free yourself? You are the person to free yourself. We have mental slavery, which is more dangerous than physical slavery. This mental slavery, who are the people who brought it for us? Mental slavery, for example, Christianity. Catholic was brought to us by the Roman empires, which is Italy. Here I am staying. Anglican was brought to us by the Britain, which is the people that lead to this mental slavery. Then Pentecostal is America. These people that are controlling the UN. Now, how can you emancipate yourself from this mental slavery and remove yourself from physical slavery? Because you cannot go into a new nation with a mental slavery. You are still in a slavery cycle. And China now is coming with economic slavery. China is coming with economic slavery. These are the people you are calling for help. Now, who will help you? Until Africa rise up and say, enough is enough. China, day your day. America, day your day. Britain, day your day. We want to be our own. Anything it will cost us, any sanction you people will give us, we will face it, but we will do our day. That is when we will stand. That is when we will be on our own. If not, United Nations cannot help us. When they ask yourself this question, how can somebody, maybe you that is watching me now, or you that is calling UN, you are not doing anything, and or somebody is being beaten, the person is not doing anything, and the person is calling you for help. We will tell him, fight back. Kita. Chelo na live video na. Na live video. Sorry. Oh, when the man not here. Sorry, chelo no belo ge mommy ge patinolia. Nga chelo belo ge inolia. Now, sorry for that. Now, unana what I hear nagun. For example, now, madu choli mepe shop, or mewe business. Ojilo 1 naira, or rent beho shop, or webe hiyome, or sigi, ngi help wanya. Or not sigi ngi bia help wanya. Keki geji help ye. Oge nwogodu nkome, other no rent shop, or no when come, then on a posigi for help. Emalu no wele big ebido. Just near go to a minute. Yeah, can assume. To be a man is not a day job. Actually, your man, I mad himself no na America actually. Well. Onwelo nkonwe then ona chigi bia nyeri aka. I ga si nyangwa rent ya no shop or ego leki iji. All these things bụ ihe ndị biafran na-eme. Ndị Igbo na-anụ n'ọlụ like this na-eche ka United Nations bịa oya Nigeria conduct ọlụ ndị Igbo referendum. Nigeria oya organize referendum. How can they do that? Ọdụlọ possible at all. Enwelo ka anọ kata tata. Can the world organize a referendum for Biafra without Biafra rebel against Nigerian government? Without something like that UN can never come in. Without once you can enjoy peace, nothing will happen in Biafra land. Biafra can never come in as far as you are living in a peace with your enemies. Unless you refuse anything, you come with actions. You take your own actions. Then the world will now say, okay, what is happening here? And our politicians now. Okay. Our politicians, 1% of our politicians are the people keeping in the Igbo. That fear, that mentality that we can never fight again. Ukraine and Russia, Chipolia, Nkekita Monagina affair. End of the day, maybe Israel and Palestine na Chipia and Kekita. Manandi Igbo Salaka Wosopa. Net check United Nations. Because P2B lost election, I conduct referendum for Ndibo. Odilo possible. Obu ni neche that in not the Gigogo mume. Ashashi. Ndibo are the people that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity today are the Igbos, most especially the obedient ones. Ndibo obedient. If you are an Igbo man and you see yourself as an obedient, you are joining obedience, know it that you are contributing 80% of the reasons why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon. Quote me anywhere, and I will prove you right, or I will prove you wrong. I'm on Keja Asunka. Once it can enwe hope, uche gị na-agwa gị na Nigerian court can give you give onye Igbo a president. You are the reason Mazi is being detained. You are the reason Mazi is suffering today. You are the reason Mazi is still in the DSS dungeon. You are the reason Mazi is still incommunicado in DSS dungeon today. You are the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health condition is still the way it is, because you have left everything Mazi taught you. Everything that is happening both in IPOB and outside IPOB and in Biafra land in Nigeria, Mazi have said everything. Mazi have explained this to us. I don't know the reason why our people cannot reflect back or how to flash back to remember every word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't come and tell us, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no. Once you know he have said it, what have you done? Our people say that, oh, let us vote. If they now refuse to give Peter Obi the mandate, we will now know, switch to our plan B. No line. Have they not refused Peter Obi the mandate? Have Peter Obi napia the mandate? What are you waiting to prove to switch to that plan B? Thank you. Okay, you will prove me wrong. I don't understand. Then the link is there. If you can prove me wrong, the link is there. Follow the link and come. And there is no any obedient that can stand a 10 minutes open debate, question and the answer without beating around the bush. Can stand me for 10 minutes debate or no. Both the most intelligent person can never stand me on open debate, question and the answer. Not when they will ask you questions, you start giving parable of 19 brigade or you start running out. You go straight to the answer. Or no. These are the suffering we are passing today. Igbo are suffering today because our people have refused to confront the reality. Igbo is suffering today because our people are still living in delusions. Igbo are suffering today because Igbo have become a coward. Igbo are suffering today because no Igbo man can be bold enough to make a bold statement. An Igbo man is a lion when it comes to an Igbo man like him. An Igbo man is a tiger when it comes to an Igbo man like him. An Igbo man is a wolf when it comes to an Igbo man like him. But when it comes to an Igbo man with an Hausa man, Igbo man become a fowl. Okuko. When it comes to an Igbo man with a Yoruba man, Igbo man become a guinea fowl that cannot hurt anything. Igbo man, he will become a sacrificial fowl. That is why you cannot see any Igbo man coming out openly to challenge Femi Fani Kayode. That is why you cannot see any Igbo man suing MC Olumo for threatening the entire Igbo in Lagos. But if it was an Igbo man that made that statement, you could have seen 10 to 20 Igbo lawyers taking the case upon themselves without being contracted. But today, how many Igbo men have taken MC Olumo to court for him to prove that statement? But guess what? All of them are afraid. That is why I tell you, you cannot confront the reality. Omuabu MAP, Esioku Bundu, one in Biafra land. Igbo people is, when you see them, when you see an Igbo man threatening Maza Chebepo, Maza don't give Maza will do you that. You will think that when the person see a Fulani man, he will do that. When the moment he see a Fulani man, Ojo Miako Kawo Nola Kwoko. You are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die before you start action. God forbid, you will be the one to die. What is the plan B? I was waiting for our brother, those people that says that if we must vote, after they don't vote, make them try not to give P2B the mandate. You will see us in action. Now, when is the action? When is that action going to take place? Many of you don't know that moment the INEC ring P2B out was the best time. You will show your anger. You will hit the street. Immediately, revolution will take place. Immediately, you will everywhere will be. Why the case is in court? The Nigeria will be unrest. Why the case is in court? Everything will be happening in Nigeria, and that will be the pressure for you to recover your mandate, stolen mandate. But because I told you people that P2B is an agent of British MI5 with Obasanjo, many of you don't doubt it. You will say, oh, how can P2B be an agent? The British or your enemy can never use any person you hate to deceive you. They will use somebody you love, this person you will cherish. The person you cherish, that is the person they will try to get by their side. And when they get that person, they will use that person to strike, to do you many, many things. That is why the moment they announced Tinubu the winner, the first thing P2B did was call for peace. Nobody should protest. What was his reason? And if I ask you now, you as a human being who have sense in his head, what was P2B reason for calling for no protest? Because that protest will make the money they paid him to be useless. That protest could have led to what he is fighting for. That protest could have given him the mandate. That protest could have made him the president. But the contract he has shows that he can never be president, and he must stand by the contract, or else the British will come for him. This thing you see that the British immigration arrested him and they questioned him. All those things are games for you not to suspect the game that is going on. For what reason? For what reason? If I ask him, why did they arrest him? They did not, to remind him about his contract, about the job. The moment court will give this idiot Tinubu the mandate, that is the mission accomplished for P2B. You can never see him make any statement. He will now start replanning and regrouping how to do in case of, if Biafra did not come before 2027, he will be used again, telling them that the 2023 is not 2027. We are coming full prepared. This time around, we will take it by force. All those things are political strategies, which you that don't know anything about political plans will not understand their game. When men that did politics is talking, your duty should be listening, picking the point, because most of you who are obedient don't know anything in politics. That is why you cannot come out in open debate, because when question is given to you, you cannot explain nor answer the questions because you are ignorant. You are foolish. They are using you. That is what they have planted in you. Mentally slavery, manipulating you mentally, using their words, their sweet mouths to make you feel like you have arrived there. In Nigeria that did not obey any court order, in a Nigeria where Olisametu was discharged and acquitted and DSS defied that very court order, you are giving somebody hope in such country. In Nigeria where El Zakazaki was discharged by a competent court in Nigeria and nobody obeyed it, you are giving somebody hope. In Nigeria, in a broad daylight, who took somebody that finished third, Abi fourth, because the Fulani people want him to be governor, they make such person governor. It's the court that you are putting hope. Now, tell me, a court that discharged and acquitted man, Nnamdi Kanu, tell him, compensate this man with 500 million, take him back to Kenya where you take him out, where you kidnap him. And the government disobey such court. The P2B is giving you hope that such People, justice can come anywhere and they will obey. And they think Tinubu will just fold his hand and say, Peter Obi, now you have won, I have become the president. Let me go my house. You can take over. Go. Or they call it possible. That is impossible. That can never be true. That can never happen. All these men that are parading themselves, people just watch their watch. I have a caller here. The battery and you go self. I'm madam na the battery the off. No land. Man you bought. You can the mother family. Hello. Yes, I'm on air. Yes. But Chaluna, I want on this phone. I want my sister, just give me a minute. Okay, you can go ahead now.
Okay. Do you have like a couple of minutes? I would like to add what you're saying, what you're treating is fascinating. But I would like to come and contribute kind of an interaction with you. Do you have a minute for that?
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay, how are you today, Mazi? In a long time.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, my name's somebody I heard speaking from United States, Maryland. Another reason why I'm calling, I saw the update. I just want to use this opportunity to pray for universal consciousness to release an energy towards Mazi Ahmadike One. I speak for strength. I ask for healing. I ask for stability of his mind and body physiology. That he who has started this good job in him, who sent him, is more. I know is more than able to sustain him and bring him out alive. I pray for this. So now, going forward with the issue you're treating, before I proceed, my utmost respect to Mazi Ahmadike. No matter what is going through, I strongly believe that he will come out with a good. The story of this project is going to come out in existence. My utmost respect to him. He is the spark. My utmost respect to all protocols observed from HODS to the leadership. Now, going forward, the issue of P2B, like I said, I want it to be an interaction between you and I. I want to ask you a question because I've been paying attention and I spoke 1 or 2 times a couple of months ago on this issue. Even though I was misunderstood, but the thing I called out is beginning to manifest. So I'm going to start by asking you a question. Would you have wanted P2B to win? And if your answer is yes, can you tell me why? And if your answer is no, can you please, in a quick answer, tell me?
Okay. Please. Thank you. First of all, I have never wanted for P2B to win. I want him to lose. The reason, my reasons are, the reason I want him to lose is because him winning Nigerian presidency will make the Biafrans to suffer for another 100 years. Because if P2B become the Nigerian president, it will become like a brother killing his own brother, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never surrender Biafra because of 4 years of P2B, and that will make an Igbo man now commanding Nigerian military to kill his own brother. And how can you tell the story before the world? that brothers are fighting each other?
Okay, thank you. You answered. I don't want to prolong the answer because I don't want to engage to hold your line. I don't know how many minutes you want to spend. So, but okay, you asked from my perspective. You answered rightly. So now the question before I get into my argument again, which going to be interactive, is why are some people, especially members of IPOB, why are they discussing this issue? Why are they parading this P2B affair? Why are they getting involved, whether P2B, the Nigerian government treats them fair or not? If they believe in your answer, should they be advocating? Should they even be talking about? Shouldn't they be concentrating and advocating for Mazi Ahmadike one? Can you please quickly answer?
Okay. The reason why some of IPOB, those that are genuine, I know that there are some hiding under IPOB to talk rubbish, campaigning for politicians. But the main reason those are genuine are talking about P2B is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never abandoned any Biafran person, regardless of the person's choice. Mazi always fights. For example, he fought for Olisametu. He even fought for the same Orji Kalu. And he fought for former president of Nigeria's wife, Goodluck Bele Jonathan. He fought for him, Patience Jonathan. He fought for her and they fight all those people because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believe as a Biafran, regardless of your sin, he will fight for you as a brother. Whether you believe in IPOB or you don't believe in IPOB, Mazi will fight for you. And I believe those who are following his footsteps are protecting Biafra because those people is the people we are fighting for. Everybody must not be a freedom fighter.
I'm not talking about, my question was not protecting Biafra. My question was, or my argument was, trying to advocate for P2B. But I heard you. So now, because I want to move this conversation quickly, now, the next step will be this. Yes, Mazi rightly advocated for these individuals you mentioned. But can we look back on the context, on the issue at the time? Because we must factor these things in. Those times are not now. The factors, I can tell you, are not the same. The context of the conversation can never be the same. Why am I saying this? When you are doing something, when you are handling a project, you pay attention to your project. When you begin to implement your factor, you try to see what works, what does not work. Now, why am I trying to make this argument? This is how I'm going to describe what is happening. The issue of P2B is what I call double-edged sword. That's what it is. And that is why we must walk this fine line. Because if anybody who wants P2B to win, just like you rightly say, anybody who is advocating for P2B, whether you out of the emotions or you are trying to follow Mazi or Ahmadike's footstep, what you're actually saying is for Mazi to diminish, to become irrelevant. Because what just happened during the election is a perfect example, an insight. Immediately P2B came out. A whole lot of IPOB, both sympathizers, even some members secretly, the heart of man is deceitful, followed P2B. It diminished the fire that was on IPOB project. That was just him coming out. Can you imagine if P2B had won? I want us to reflect on what could have become IPOB today. So now, if some of us are trying to again project or talk about how P2B have been marginalized, and let's put it this way, and federal government now grants P2B to be the president, reverses the result. Do you understand what is going to happen? Do we? That means a lot of us will abandon the project. And what it means, they will abandon Mazi Ahmadike one. Let nobody deceive you. P2B will never advocate for Mazi Ahmadike. He made his statement with that qualms. He said Biafran project died 52 years ago. He did not mix words. This was a straightforward answer. So you are not going to change his mind. to come in after. There's nothing like, are people making like that a secret agenda? He has no secret agenda. Just like you've been trying to preach today or minister today, the people that set him on this mission were the British and the UN. They set him what? To come and stabilize the project of IPOB. If that was his mandate and mission, what make anybody think that he will get up there and disobey the masters? He who plays the piper dictates the tone. But people must understand that. So let me go into, I want to ask you this question, then I'm going to back off. It's going to be like it's a spiritual metaphor. I give you sometimes when I want to bring to people that you cannot have your cake and eat it. What am I saying? Those people who are still believing or who are crying, who want to support P2B, with all due respect, I don't have any personal vendetta against it. They must know that cannot eat their cake and have it. They cannot have P2B to be the president and have biafran restoration project to go ahead at the same time. He said, no. So I'm going to use this spiritual analysis or analogy I meant to say to bring my argument. Now, I'm asking you this question. I'm going to say it as a story. There is this man, he was a very wealthy man, and he was a member of a church. This man was a dangerous giver. What do I mean? He was a generous giver. Anytime there is a contribution, he will give more than 100%, sometimes 1,000%. He was a businessman. But there came a time his business began to decline. This man had like 15 locations. Within 6 months, he lost 5 of his locations were closed and business was going down. He approached his pastor. He said, Pastor, I have a problem. He narrated his story. Remember, he was a very good giver. So immediately he came to the pastor took interest to his case and declared a fasting and prayer in the church with other members, which readily agreed because this man, his generosity knew no boundaries. He gave to the poor, some people he built houses for them. After a few months of their fasting and prayer, the man came back to the pastor and said, Pastor, my business has improved. Not only have I recovered my lost branches, I have opened even new ones. And the pastor was, of course, happy. The members were happy. And they threw a party, Thanksgiving party in the church. Then there was this, and the party was going on. There was this crazy individual like Marian E. Hyder, who asked a question and said, I want to know, my brother, because I would like to do that kind of business you're doing. Can you tell me the kind of business you're doing? You know what the answer the young man gave to the brother, the sister? He said, I am a funeral home director. Did you get this argument? He said, I am a funeral home. That is the man, his business is he owns mortuaries. That was his business. So my question I'm going to ask you now, did God answer the prayers of the businessman that owned funeral homes? Was it God that answered the prayers? And if you say so, what is the implication of the answer to these prayers?
This question is somehow, but I can say that is God that answered it, in the sense that human being must die, and when in the way that when they need such things, God will direct other people to be coming to the man. Not that it is the man that is killing them, but the man can be favored.
I never said that the man. I said they pray to God. And now for the man to say, let me cut it quick, for the man to say that his business has increased and he has opened more branches, that means more people are dying.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
So from his own point of view, God answered his prayer. Good things are happening to him. Business is booming. When you talk to him, he will tell you, praise the Lord. God has answered my prayers, right?
Hey, this question hard though.
I'm sharing here some of the spiritual lectures I give. This is one of the things I use when I give spiritual lectures. It's very powerful because when you understand this principle, we're going to be careful some of the prayers we offer. Because even in the book of Corinthians, it says people pray and miss. They think they know what they're doing. They don't know what they're asking God to do for them. That's why I asked this question. From the point of the businessman, he was giving thanksgiving that God has answered his prayers. But let's look at from the perspective of the relatives who were losing people now. they will be crying that God has not been merciful to them. Some of them will be saying, God, how could you allow this to be? Some of them will even start cursing God. Some of them might even stop trusting God. Some of them will think that God hates them. Is that the truth? Not necessarily. Was it God that answered his prayers? Not necessarily. These are natural cause of laws. Exactly. Something has to die for something to exist or live. That's the bottom line of this lesson. Something you cannot eat your cake and have it. You must be willing to give up something to gain
somebody must fail for somebody to pass.
I'm going to tie it back to our issue with P2B. We cannot be advocating for Biafran restoration to stand and for Hamadike to come out at the same breath wanting P2B to excel.
It's not possible.
Have to give way. That's the lesson I'm bringing in.
Exactly.
Somebody like me who strongly believe in the project. Something like you who strongly believe, Hamadike coming out. That is why I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be involved. I do not hate P2B. But I know from the spiritual principles I deal with, these two things cannot stand. One must give way.
Exactly.
And my prayer today that Hamadike must come out, Biafran Restoration Project must stand.
You see?
The other one has to give way. That's why I brought this message. You can digest, you can continue to think about it, but these are the laws of nature. That is why people die. That is why people give birth. Yes, when you lose your own, you cry because you are losing somebody you have loved as a relation to. But go and ask those people who just had birth. They'll be happy that they have given birth. That is what you call yin and yang. That is what you call positive and negative. In all of them, the universal consciousness is in charge. It's called balance. I'll rest here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Well, my sister, very brilliant. And I always enjoy your conversation because you are endowed with wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, and God bless your household. Now, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want to bring to you people the latest update. When I told you people that Ndi Igbo is killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gradually. Ndi Igbo, the Igbos are the people killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gradually. Sorry. Ndi Igbo, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu died, don't come and say, oh, we could have done this. I am shouting now. Why I am shouting this is for record purpose. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying slowly. Please, scholars should wait for now. Please, I want to visit Maxwell, one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, Barrister Maxwell Opara. Now, he wrote, please, scholars should wait. I am not answering call. Please, I am begging. Please, I beg. Please, listen to what Maxwell Opara wrote, one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. He said, hello, friends. Just came out from DSS headquarters, Abuja, where I went to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his sister. When they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out from the solitary confinement facility, where they kept him, to waiting room where I was waiting to see him, he was looking very tired, and I asked to know how he was feeling. He complained of weakness of the body and the chest pain and always feeling like vomiting. While we were still discussing, he cut off our discussion and they rushed into the toilet and started vomiting in my presence. I rushed in and I heard him for a while. He said that I should ask his sister, who was waiting to come in, to wait for a while because he needed to have a little rest before further discussion with anyone. I went out and I narrated what happened to the DSS that brought him from the cell in the presence of his sister. There and then, his sister started crying and I left because the time allotted to me has elapsed. Please, let the federal government allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have access to his own personal medical expert for his proper medical examination. Maxwell Opera. Do you know the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying today? Do you know the reason why nobody is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health condition? Because the British are very, very wicked and the Igbo are very stupid. They have used Peter Obi to take your mind out from your own savior. They have manipulated your mind, put hope where there is no hope, making you to believe that the Nigerian court can overturn Tinubu's mandate and give it to one Mr. Peter Obi, because you are not thinking more than you don't reason more beyond your shadow. Now, why they now take all your mind, all your everything to Peter Obi, they are killing the person that will save you tomorrow to make sure that you will suffer for your eternity. Ndibo are clapping. If Peter Obi makes statement, YouTubers like idiotic Mike will take it. Come and see what Peter Obi have talked. Labour Party. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying, and all of you are eating, jubilating, thinking that magic will come anywhere. God forbid you find Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you don't see him. I pray may Igbo nation be wiped out on this surface of earth. Any day they find Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they don't see him. Better make Igbo niile nwushisha. I prefer to be a Muslim than to be all these Igbo non-entities. That is why you cannot reason far. Or if you ask any Igbo man today, he will tell you that the case is in court. Let us wait for the tribunal court. They will Peter Obi have lawyers. You did not ask yourself, the chief judge who appointed him, the 6-man panel who appointed them, and since the history of Nigerian judiciary, have they passed any judgment that hold water? Look at, for more than a year now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health condition is getting worse on a daily basis. And what have Ndibo done? The reason why nobody is talking about taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to any medical treatment or talking about his medical, his personal doctor to visit him is because nobody is pressuring the Nigerian government. There is no pressure coming anywhere to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no pressure coming anywhere for the well-being of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will say this without any apology to anyone. Ndibo is the reason Mazi is still in DSS, because you fail to identify your real enemies. You fail to confront the realities. I am ashamed to be called an Igbo man, to be honest with you. I don't see anything that make me to be proud of Ndibo, because is it the cowardice that you are proud of, or is it your foolishness that you are proud of? Can somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come from the north and he's held in DSS dungeon, and the court, a court of a competent as they regard it, have freed and the discharge acquitted him, and the government hold him? The north will be talking about election, Chikwa election national. This has shown the level of weakness in Igbo land today. There is nothing like what we have now is in Kapia. All this all of them are useless. When you say, how can you? That is why when I see people cursing Ndibo, I say, kudos. That is why Smart Adeyemi in the Senate say that Abia State produced a drunkard. Is that a lie? Now, where is Saba Kayari? Where is Saba Kayari? He is living fine in his apartment. He's not in DSS dungeon. He's not in Kuje prison. He is in his own house. Do you know that Abba Kayari have been reinstated to join some special squad for some event? And you cannot see the news. And Ndibo is gallivanting. The British who masterminded this game using Peter Obi will definitely destroy Ndibo, because Ndibo, there is no more intelligent person in Igbo land. There is no more detective in Igbo land. There is no more people that see tomorrow in Igbo land. What we have today in Igbo land are blind fools parading themselves as a witch native doctors, parading themselves as a pastors, parading themselves as Igbo stupid influencers. How can you write it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been complaining about heart pains, chest pains, and the body weakness, and for more than a year, we have raised this alarm for more than 5 times. Not any hard statement. If you are the Nigerian government, will you pay attention to Ndi Igbo? Ndi Igbo have become useless to the extent when an Igbo man is talking, nobody from other region will tell him, come on, shut up. Come on, shut up. And he will shut up. Today, Igbo people have become so useless in Nigeria that no any man in Igbo land that is being respected. There is no person in Igbo land that can make a statement and the world will be shaking and the world will be running up and down and the world will say, hey, this man is talking, it's something if we don't do something about this man's complaint or statement, there is no more. The moment they keep taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is the moment they take the only remaining Igbo man. What we have now in Igbo land are women's. When you see them, they will be parading themselves as a wise people. Ndi Igbo, the richest tribe in Africa, very stupid tribe. You know that when you have money, you don't have power. That your power is useless. Somebody that has that power will strike you. That's your money. With just one signature, you are gone. In case you don't hear what I just read now, let me re-echo it. Let me recap so that you will understand. Barrister Maxwell Opara, he wrote here in not less than 1 hour ago. Hello, friends. Just came out from DSS headquarters, Abuja, where I went to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his sister. When they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, from the solitary confinement facility, where they kept him, to the waiting room, where I was waiting to see him, he was looking very tired, and I asked to know how he was feeling. He complained of weakness of body and chest pain and always feeling like vomiting. While we were still discussing, he cut off our discussion and they rushed into the toilet and started vomiting in my presence. I rushed in and held him for a while. He said that I should ask his sister, who was waiting to come in, to wait for a while because he needed to have a little rest before further discussion with anyone. I went out and narrated what happened to the DSS that brought him from the cell in the presence of his sister. There and then, his sister started crying and I left because the time allotted to me has elapsed. Please let federal government allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have access to his own personal medical expert for his proper medical examination. Maxwell Opara. Now, this statement, what does it? Did you hear it? Even in the presence of the lawyer, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rushed to the bedroom, to the toilet, vomiting, chest pain, body weakness of the body. What does that mean? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not properly taken care of. There is no any treatment given to him. What have his people done? They are chasing Igbo presidency. They are after something that can never reach them. They are after what? Oh, I feel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man without men. Man without people. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is like somebody that is alone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like somebody that is alone in this very issue, because I don't see any reason why somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS dungeon and the people will be gallivanting, moving around freely. I don't see any reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS dungeon, and somebody is talking about P2B mandate. So 4 years plate of pottage is better than everlasting enjoyment to you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life is not important. Tomorrow, you will see all the bloggers coming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of us love you. Ask yourself, since P2B lose that useless selection called election, have you seen any blogger talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you seen any person, celebrity, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you seen any politician talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is why I hate somebody that will ever use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for political campaign. That is why I tell you people, if you know the anger in me, I know many of you are not genuine like me. If you are genuine like me, you cannot sleep with your 2 eyes closed, seeing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering for. I don't know the reason you join IPOB, and I don't know the reason why you are an IPOB. Many of you are not in IPOB for restoration of Biafra. You are there for making of name, chasing cloud, chasing famous. You want to be popular. That is the reason. And God will disgrace all of you. I don't look people's face. Another match of friend IPOB. Those who are close to me will tell you, I need your connection IPOB. If I am looking for connection, I know where to go. I don't come for business in this IPOB. I come to restore Biafra, and I am putting my energy. I am very, very ashamed seeing some bingos coming into IPOB to chase women. God cannot heal Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need proper medication. Not God, please heal Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God cannot heal Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You need to treat him before you pray for healing. Without treatment, you are wasting your prayer. I don't know how to pamper West. That is why I discharge it raw. How will you explain that Ohamadike, a leader of the large mass movement, is held in DSS dungeon after being discharged and acquitted by a competent court? His people cannot stand on that very feet to say, you must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why no court, nobody we hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because his people have abandoned him. The people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for have abandoned him for just PVC. For ordinary PVC. Ask yourself, how do you go to sleep knowing fully well that Mazi is in DSS dungeon? How do you openly have the heart to campaign for P2B knowing that your leader is in DSS dungeon? How do you feel? Are you normal? Then you want somebody to be diplomatic while talking to you. How can I be diplomatic talking to you? How can I be diplomatic looking at you? Because at this junction, I have come to a conclusion that Nemoli Fendi Igbo. Hapugodundio family, leave others alone. But the Igbos, we have become useless to the extent that we are valueless. Mazi, come back home. Come and lead it. Mazi, come and lead it. That is a language of cowardice. That is a language of Onyeriveri. That is a language of a frustrated slave. You cannot rise up. You are calling UN. If you are UN, can you help yourself with the condition you are today? If you are a member of UN, can you help yourself with the kind level you are? You are not doing anything. Nothing. Everybody is going about their business, and you want UN to come. When the military are killing you, you want UN to see it. What do you want UN to do? UN expect you to retaliate. UN expect you for self-defense. Is recognized in international law. Self-defense. You cannot be crying. Look at Igbo. All their shops were burned down in Lagos. Nothing happened. None of them rise up. Igbo, your shops destroyed in Sokoto, in Abuja. Nothing happened. And somebody, Peter B will not condemn anything because he is supporting, enjoying the support from the North. That is absolute. That is a bunkum. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the shoulder of Ndi Igbo. If Ndi Igbo want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, Ndi Igbo need to rise up and speak the language they not understand. If Igbos want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, Ndi Igbo should rise up. Nothing you sacrifice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and biafran restoration that is too much. Nothing. What are we waiting for? We are good. Our business in Kano, our business in the north, our business in Yoruba, are they not destroying it? The one they destroy, you come back to Biafra land and sell the land and go back. Huh? You are not in pain because you are not losing anything. You will lose your life for you to see the pain. Because one thing of me is that you think it's none of your business. The one that baffles me is the Igbos in Nigerian military, thinking that they are Nigerian military. When they finish killing the people that will protest for you people, they will kill all of you in the military. Nobody will talk. The same thing applicable to those in the useless Nigerian police. Why can't the Igbos in military take this upon themselves? Military have divided Nigeria. It is only that alone will give us freedom. Why do they send you to military? Is it not to defend your fatherland? Is Nigeria your fatherland? Igbo land is your fatherland. Biafran land is your fatherland. That is a place you're supposed to be protecting. You cannot be watching a Fulani man coming to Anambra State to be destroying houses, killing people. And the whole Uzodinma is coming for second term to continue killing. Imo, although Imo is useless, no need of that. If they will vote for Hope Uzodinma, go and bet it. At times, I don't know how our people feel. I will stop it here because I am upset. I am totally pissed off. I must tell the truth. At this junction, I don't know. I don't know what our people are up to. I will drop the line here so that if you have something to say, the line is open now. You can call in 2 minutes. Then you make your contribution. Then I also, at this junction, I challenge any obedient fowl to come in here for question and answer. If I am Tinubu, ndị apịawasịcha ndị Igbo niile azụ. Ọkwa pịawasịcha ha azụ. Mgbulu Tinubu once they swear me in, ihe m ga-eme ndị Igbo. Oh my God. M ga-apịa ha gwogwo because ndị a na n'iyi maka chi. These people, they are not worthy to be died for. Obu and Mazi have come a long way, have made a lot of sacrifice in this very Biafra restoration. I could have told him, Mazi, happened aka. I have a caller here. Welcome to the program, please. Use 2-3 minutes to.
I will be quick, MEP. The name is Mazi Samuel. I will first say that I'm an Oduduwa. And this change now because when I listen to what you are saying now, I begin to cry. To tell you the truth. Yeah, what I want to say is this. My thing have changed now. What I want to ask you before is because, like me now, we have been together with this struggle for a long time, that I'm a friend and lover of this struggle. But when things happen, things come to Dudua, Yoruba, but I will not go there now. When I listen to what you are saying about a few minutes ago, my thing changed and I'm in tears. I'm going to ask all Igbo people, all Ipobi and all Igbo in general, are they going to leave this gentleman, young man, this, I'm sorry, I'm emotional, sorry, please.
You have to be a man, my brother.
Are they going to leave him there and they continue with business as usual? The lawyer came and said this and nothing come out. I'm just hearing it for the first time from you now. Is it not the time for you Igbo people to rise up and demand for this man to be released? He didn't kill anyone. Why are you people keeping silent because of vote that is going on? And why don't you people unite and bring this one out? Is it after anything happened, people will now be saying that, oh, this we could have known we do this, we could have known we do this. If you people do that, we will never forgive you. We that we love you people. That's only what I want to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Many people don't feel the pain. They don't feel the pain. If something happened now, you will see them. We could have shut down the whole East for 1 year. We could have taken action. This is what we have been planning to do. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is my mentor. He is this. All those crocodile tears, we kill all of them. Crocodile tears everywhere. And most of the people, there are still, as this thing is going on, there are some people who are in the IPOB. Their mission is checking on IPOB member to betray, to attack. They are not there to go and investigate the Nigerian agent. They are there investigating their fellow comrade, and they tell me, Thunder will not fire you. I pity who will come to investigate me. Because the kind of words I will give you, you will not like it. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name, my brother.
My name is Chukwemeka.
Go ahead.
Brother, please don't be annoyed that I will not use a word that will suit you. Why I say so is that I'm somebody that always play. I like your program, I watch your program, but I don't like the way you put the vision in the midst of all of us. Why I say so? Why do you talk about Imo State and you say Imo State is useless? Do you think what is happening in Imo State is that it is? Let me use this word. Let me ask you this question. Do you think that Eastern Security Network, where the first Eastern Security Network, where the camp started in Igbo land? Do you know where the camp started?
My brother, if you want to make your contribution, you make your contribution. If you come here to defend Imo, then you can get out. I need Lomundala here, I beg. If you want to talk, you come and talk. If you don't want to talk, my friend, you shut up. I don't need all those bingos here, please. Welcome to the program. So upon everything I say now, only Imo State. Don't worry, now we'll still vote Hope Uzodinma.
Hello?
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, brother, my name is Destiny, calling from India. You know, what you have to understand in this life is that we Igbos, we know the truth, but we don't want to follow the truth. We are more interested about our own. But this rain that is about to fall is already falling. Both the young, both the rich, both the poor will receive it.
Exactly.
Nobody will escape it. Do you understand?
Exactly.
When Imo State, are you talking about Imo State? All man and Imo State is very stupid.
My brother, Odigo, because Odigo.
Honestly, this is not something to. That is one of the problems we Igbos is having. I'm only Igbo, confirm one Igbo. But here I have a problem. I have if maybe. I make I make it an album, Okay, on the initial time, they told him now they can, okay, you are there ranting, you cannot come back to Nigeria now, let all of us follow you. And they cannot to Nigeria now. Upon Nigeria, no longer. If you know longer, it's not that in life is even more better than those people who is in that place. He have everything he wants. He have beautiful child. He have beautiful woman. He living a good life. He have a citizenship in United Kingdom. He travel all over the whole world if he wants. But today, he's in prison because of me and you. And all what we can say is just P2B. P2B that we know. That already this is a meeting. A meeting that have made with P2B. P2B just came to destroy IBOB. Everybody knows that.
Exactly.
Me, that is what I believe. Because you cannot tell me that something will happen, one killing will happen in North. P2B will run, go
and tweet it.
write it in Facebook, do everything. But the thing will happen in your own land. You will keep quiet, fold leg. You will never talk anything about it. Who are you trying to please?
They're not. And that's why I tell people there is no difference between P2B and Orji. I prefer Orji or Kalu than P2B. People will say you hate P2B. P2B is a green snake under green grass.
P2B come out openly, say, let them ask myself what he did to them. I ask myself, you are proud of killing your own people during your tenure. Your own people, because they are agitating for freedom, and they are proud of that, coming to say, just even think about yourself. If God take this life you are living, or the life of your children, or the life of your wife, know the kind of pain you are going to feel, the kind of emotion that you are going to pass through, that you can sleep and wake up, you are not going to see this person again. This person I discuss with, I play with you, just feel it. Just understand that thing first. And you are here, claiming boldness that the leader asks what you do, Mazot, during their time. I never believe, if people are going through my Facebook, you see, before election start, I said it will be just here to deceive the Igbo. Everybody know the level of that the Yoruba man cannot stay, Hausa man stay, Igbo man will come and become a president of Nigeria. It's not possible. It's not possible. What you have to do that, leave those people. They don't like you. You cannot. When person say, I don't like you, you make it openly. You destroy your things. He tell you openly, physical, spiritually. Why are you forcing yourself on the relationship again?
The thing that is here.
If you are a man and you have a girlfriend, let me just say you have a girlfriend. Suddenly the girl say, I don't want you again. You still forcing yourself. And again, you see the girl with another man on bed. You are still forcing yourself. Don't you feel that you're a stupid person? You see people come out boldly. Instead of fight for your own people. Since he came, he never talked about Nnamdi Kanu. He thought, oh, this is my brother. He haven't done anything. He just asking because of what they are doing. The situation in Nigeria, that is what caused this guy doing this thing. They hate we as a tribe. They haven't talked anything. And the next thing is just all about, okay, let me just assume he win the president. Highest, he rule 4 years. Or 8 years. After 8 years, and then
what next? Okay. They will not answer you. They will not answer you. Okay. Then you go back to the...
He's going to rule Nigeria forever. He's not going to rule Nigeria. Oh, 8 years, they have expiring dates. And they are going to give every threat on that. They are still going to control him, tell him what to do and what to not do. So after that 8 years, what happened? You remain where you remain. And that time you are going to see Shege. Now, Turumbo is about to enter Muslim ticket. Happy. No, you don't need to talk too much. Just being a woman, even a woman and the canon on the email. And your brother and the canon on the email, even his own brother is first also betraying him. His own blood also betraying him because of money. With all your riches, all your wealth, one day you will leave it and go. Your picking will start. Even your picking that doesn't know how you made it also will ravish the money because he doesn't know how the money came.
My brother ran up because that's me because
when you will consider a program, you may because I know I'm the most stupid people on earth. I'm sorry, I have money, but I'm telling you the truth. We don't know what we deserve.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that we have wisdom for nothing. Sorry.
Wisdom by also Makachi. I have another caller here. Welcome to the program, my sister. Otekwala, longest time.
Otekwala,
Ademo no.
Yeah, family con.
I can hear the Lord, sir. I know.
Thank God. No, I listened to what you said. It's really sad. You know, the people we are, like what you are saying, It's time to do something. It's time to do something. During the time of this man, what is it called? This one that came out that time, say he's doing Oduduwa Nation. The one you normally call Hunter. What is his name?
Igbo.
Igbo. During the time that incident he had, which people went for him?
Is the Yoruba leaders now, including Obasanjo.
Thank you. It's Yoruba leaders that went for him. It's not like the people that call themselves leaders of that what is it called, tribe or whatever I can call it. You know, the problem we are having, our problem is the people that call themselves elite and the people that represent Igbo people. They are the one that has made us like look so stupid, and the people who are first now becoming to be the last. They have turned people to be something else you cannot understand. Sometimes I start looking at myself. What is going on? So because this is the Kanu's case, when you look at it, it's so okay. Look at. We are just saying it's time to do something. Is it not the people that call themselves that call themselves the leaders? Because if we say we want to push this thing the way we want to push it, what will the result? Look at the common protest they went without gun. What happened 2 days ago? Achebe. This is so trickish. That is what I said. This is so. I don't know how to explain this. It's a very sensitive issue that we need a very tactical approach. How many people did they kill that went out to protest? Because whether that protest is organized or recommended in a right way or right procedure, those people went out to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have gun, they don't have bullet, they don't have any machete. They were holding hands together, and the army came there and released live bullets on our people. So I know we are in a very critical situation. Well, what I'm praying today is that God should give the leadership the way to follow this issue.
Exactly.
You know, so there will be no much casualty because we have lost a lot. Me and you can see, we know that we have lost a lot, and we don't want the war to start again in Igbo land or in the southeast. If there is any war that will start, it will start in the whole Nigeria. One side will not be better, and another side there will be war in another side. Just like when you look at the Russia and Ukraine. It's happening in Ukraine, but in Russia itself that nothing is happening because they went to that country. Are you getting it? And I don't want it to happen to our people second time. So it's just wisdom, and it's so hard. I don't know the people that planned this issue, because right from the time I know that as they got this man, to release him is going to be hard. But I pray in the infinite mercy of God for God to give leadership way for this situation. That is what I can say. Because if you look at what is going on, you can see that many people believe that our leader is not going to come out. And that's why they're doing everything they want to do.
Exactly.
Anybody can do anything. If you look at what they're doing, we know that in their mind, they don't believe that this man is going to come out again. Either through what they had or their plan or whatever they have planned before they planned this incident of kidnapping this man. Because they made him and block him from being close to people who are very dear to him, the people that will save him. And that's why they mastermind this issue. to kidnap this man. A case of our leader is just like a case in the Bible of Samson. Not yes, Samson. But in this today, I pray because in the Bible that they wrote, they said the Samson's eyes was plucked out. But at the end of the day, Samson took all his strength to pull down the wall that killed a lot of people. He killed a lot of people at that very point in time before than when he was outside. But he died with them. And I pray today that the case of our leader will not be like that.
You see?
That our leader will come out with, because if the God did not sanctify something, it will not happen. That the shame will be upon these people. The shame will be upon these people that planned this issue, that planned the kidnap of this man. The shame will be upon them. That is my prayer this evening. I know you are angry, but when you look at it, it's very, very, very sensitive. Are we going to be on the street? Are we going to go for war? What are we going to do? I don't know. The people that are supposed to speak are the people that call themselves our representative. They're outside, they're representing us, say they're representing us. They're not doing anything.
My sister.
All cowards.
My sister.
Because,
let me say this very clear. I have been saying this in my previous broadcast. Before Biafra will be restored, IPOB must be in charge of Biafra land. That means every people like Orji or Kalu, Hope Uzodimma, if we cannot take these people out, we are not ready to restore Biafra. And if we don't have what it takes to take them out, that means we don't have what it takes to restore Biafra. The people, if we want to restore Biafra, we need to be in charge of Biafra land by all means. We don't need the Fulani to take charge of Biafra land. By fighting Fulani, the first set of fight we need to embark on, if we are serious, is the Igbo politicians and the Igbo traditional rulers, including pastors. If we can capture these people and make them to step aside from Biafra land or anything concerning the decision about Ndi Igbo, then I will know that we are ready to go. But having people like Orji or Kalu, Hope Uzodimma, and they calling them our brother, and UN cannot intervene. So I say this without missing any word.
Timing is very important. Will you agree with me? Timing is very important. Ma'am?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, timing is very important in this situation because you don't do anything to lose. You do something to win. And when you are winning, you continue winning. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Timing is important in this case. That is where I can stop. So timing is very important. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and God bless.
Thank you, my sister. You're on point.
Yeah.
I thought this scholar have called before. Good evening from here. I thought you have called before.
No, I've never called you before, Mazi.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Mazi, I'm from Boston. I'm calling from England.
Okay, go ahead. Make your contribution.
Mazi, honestly speaking, I feel your pain. The pain you are passing through is most of us are passing through. It's killing us psychologically and otherwise. It's killing us, but honestly speaking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there in DSS dungeon, and the people is fighting is busy doing obedience. And the so-called obedience self, somebody has said it. All these things that has been happening in Lagos,
even in the north, Obi has never tweeted it for once. All the killings, all the burning of shop against the league. Have you ever seen Obi tweet?
He can never.
Against it? Huh? No. But once there's something, just a tiny thing happens in the north against the northerner, even against the Yoruba, Obi will just rush and tweet it. See, Obi is a very foolish entity. Foolish man, I call him. Big time hypocrite. I don't know what is actually, fighting for. Coming to the issue of Mazi, I don't know. Honestly speaking, the way you are boiling is the way personally me here is boiling. You understand? The only thing is we're in IPOP and command and control
is the key.
Is the contract.
Yeah, is the key and the solution.
Left for me, like if you see me for my mind, I will tell you that leadership should declare, if I should apply pressure, whether open war or anything at all, to ensure that Mazi comes out. Because if there is no pressure, man, the government will keep on playing mind game, recruiting infiltrator to keep on weighing us down. Believe you me, some people in IPOP are losing interest, not because they want to lose interest, but because it feels that nothing much is happening. Understand? It feels that it's a psychological game. You understand? It's a delay tactic. Many people are just a kind of, because if they wait and say that no pressure, no tangible pressure that can be felt is coming out from IPOP to ensure that. Just imagine what happened when Onyelu was kidnapped in 2015 or thereabout. When Avengers were on top of the game, you can see what was happening, and people were in high spirit. You understand what I mean? So, but me, I believe the leadership are doing something, but let the pressure be on top. You understand? One day going over now, you have to go.
Exactly.
Let the pressure go up, because if you leave it like this, people will start doing their normal business. But when the pressure is all over the place, the spirit of the people will be uplifted. And in my own work, as well as you see already, all of the word that the spirit of but everywhere Joey like this, or this year card. Okay, just watch here our CSO the other day. Our people made a protest the other day. They were like everywhere Joey. You understand what I mean? That's why they came out, disobeyed and came out. They didn't do well by going against the leadership, because we are in command and control. But this is what we are talking about. When everywhere is cool and calm, the spirits of people will dampen. And nobody has, that eagerness, that ginger. You understand?
Exactly.
So, leadership, let the ginger go high, you understand? So that the spirit will be uplifted. You are going to make a now, you have to go. Because leadership, please. Ayo. You understand? We go no billing doesn't. No, if they say all of us in Agobi should pay social amount of money, man, we're ready, you understand? We are in Europe, now. We don't have values. Whether me or doctor me or getting more proper, you don't have values. Once you don't have your place of maybe your country. One day, I'm able. Whether me or doctor, they will get in our nonsense, understand? You don't have any respect. Until we achieve biafran, then we can have respect as human beings.
Ndewo nwa Chineke. Ndewo. Chris Felix, ndewo. Listen, I have met some people here in Italo here, and I have discussed with a lot. Let me tell you the truth. Without rebelling against the government and making everything ungovernable for everybody, nothing will come out. No country will come for your rescue. And I want to warn Africa against China and the other country coming to tell you that they are coming to help you. We must not come out from the slavery of British and America and enter another slavery. If these people, any country that want to welcome any person, make sure that you are going on your own, not to have any another slavery. Be careful of China because of Nkawa's economic. I think I will be dropping today's program here. And I must tell you the truth, like I always tell people. Onyeji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the Igbos. The people who are starving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the Igbos. The people who are punishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the Igbos. The people who don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out are the Igbos. When the Igbos speak, ndị Igbo need to abandon Peter Obi because there is no road there. Igbos, Biafrans, you people need to leave this man called Peter Obi. There is no road there. Peter Obi is an agent of MI5, a British agent. In a very good contract, Peter Obi never one day want to become a president. Peter Obi is not running for any presidency. Although he's no longer Peter Obi's yes daddy. Yes daddy is no longer, there is no time yes daddy want to become president. That is why he stopped the protest immediately they announced Tinubu. That is why if you get Bobu, somebody loses election, is calling for peace, or the people win the election because he did not call for peace. He's supposed to keep silent and say, let the people take their mandate. When he will be contacted that people are protesting, he say, yes, they are protesting because their mandate was stealing from them. Give them their mandate. That's supposed to be a statement from somebody who is contesting for president. Rather, there is no even ant on the road. He starts campaigning. Don't go out to protest. That is the truth. And with all his tweeting, even meeting with a leader of a bandit, but he can never speak about Mazi Nnamdi. He cannot even speak about the people whom their properties are being destroyed because they voted for Peter Obi. He cannot speak about them. These are the evil-minded. If you a coward, do you know that late Buhari, he was protecting Boko Haram even when the world tagged Boko Haram as one of the most dangerous terrorists in the world. Buhari protected them before he became the president. Atiku is protecting Fulani without being but you want to vote a coward that cannot even talk about his own people. And you say, oh, this and that. You see it. That's why I tell you people, Peter Obi have collected money, and I want to challenge any obedient for any debate on this issue. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out, when he will be opening the can of worm of Peter Obi, I will tell you, I remain the only person who is saying it. I don't care about what you say, the kind of hatred you have. It's none of my business. I don't care. It's or tataka for allows and water or taki kebidolid or the lola mumma or webody sinan. Or the hola mumma webody sinan. That is the truth. On this note, I say, may Chukwu Kabiam guide and protect you all until we rise up and speak the language for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Biafra land is what must be under our control. Then you will know we are serious. God bless you all. Until I come your way again. I remember my humble self. MAP is Yokupundo. One in Biafra land. Remember blessed. God bless you all. Let me greet my media warriors, my fellow media warriors who are on the comment section. Nene Wilfred, greetings from here. Nkechi, greetings from here. Radical media warrior, I salute you. And I see many of you. Chris, Felix, greetings from here. Remy, Kyoto Pilot, I cite you. I know you're autopilot. I know you. So even without commenting wrong, I know where you are coming from. I still greet you, nevertheless. Obi test Jesus. Ndewo. Biafra Ezenna, greetings from here. Mazi Chukwuemeka, greetings. Njoku Lincoln, ndewo. Chinazo Usuofia, I greet you. Chima Bright, greetings from here. Mpoba Afakali, I will drop it here. Mechukwu Kabiama, grant all of us who are genuine our heart desire. He said, Mechukwu Kabiama, protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything, any medication Nigeria government managed to give, Mechukwu Kabiama use it to heal him. He will never give up and he will never die. He said, on this note, I am warning those of you who are still in IPOB, which your duty is to look for somebody you will like to drag out or to gossip with his or her name. I want to warn you, if you ever lie against any IPOB member because you are looking for position or because you want the leadership to recognize you or you want to become hardcore, may all your labors be in vain. You will be chased out of IPOB and one or two things will happen. You will become a saboteur, that your name will be in the list of saboteur. That is how it will be. Every evil plan against your fellow comrade will be back to sender to you. Because if you can track people's phone, why can't you track Lailai Mohammed phone? Why can't you track Nigerian all these Nigerian agent phones? Why can't you track the Nigerian government phones to get the real truth and expose them? You cannot do it, but you have the one to track IPOB members. Thunder that will strike you will come from Sahara Desert, and you will never reap anything good in IPOB. You say, if you are an IPOB member, know who to attack, not your fellow comrade. Person like me, although I don't give a shit of any person, I'm a man of myself, and I don't look person face. I stand for the truth, and that truth I must surely stand. And I pray, grant me my heart desire and lead me to stand on the truth. He said, thank you and God bless you all. We are too merciful and too peaceful. That is why many people are committing different crime in this IPOB. God bless you all. I remember my humble self. MAP is Yokubundo. One in Biafran land. Until I come your way again. IPOB, one family. One family, IPOB. Thank you. God bless you all.